Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, I'm going to show you how to create your chart of accounts. Yes, once you select your company industry, the choice that you give while creating your company, if you remember, we have given an industry based on which Wave gives you certain set of accounts. Suppose you are into a consulting business, so we will give you, once you choose industry as consulting, it will give you a set of accounts. Apart from that, if you have certain chart of accounts which is not there, which is not given in the list, you can create your own chart of accounts. So now let's begin. Let's see how to create your chart of accounts. So as you can see, I'm on the home page, and now we have to go to the extreme left hand side, and there is this option on just the third option from the below, from sorry, the fourth option. It's accounting. So if you click on accounting, here you will get an option here to add an account. I'm going to show you uh, accounts in assets, liabilities, income and expense. Four accounts how to create in liability, asset, income and expense. So once you click on add an account, you can search the name. So suppose in asset you want to create a savings account. So I will type saving. So once I type saving, it's giving me an option under the bank and cash savings account. So you click on savings account. See here whether it is payment account or just as, if it is not, I use this account to deposit or spend money. So if it is, then you tick on it. If not, then uncheck it. The currency, you choose the currency and save. So once you save, you are going to see it will appear in the asset side in with the cash accounts. See here, it's appearing here on the savings account. So this is how you create your bank account. Now asset, I've shown you how to create from the asset side. Now I'm going to show you how to create a liability or your credit card. Suppose you have a credit card. No, there is no account available because I have not selected the liability or credit card. Since I'm creating my credit card, which is a liability, so I have to click on it and then search. So see here, it's giving me an option of credit card. If you wish to create any accounts payable, if it is not there, you can create same under the liability. Current liabilities also you can create other current liabilities. Here I am going to select the credit card, and again, if you are using it for payment account, then you keep it unchecked, I mean sorry, checked. And if it is, you are not using it for any payment or spend deposit, then just uncheck it. Now the currency, here you, if it is USD you can, otherwise you can change it. There are, all the options are there. So we'll go and save it. So once you save, you will see this is appearing on your liability side. See, this is appearing. And if you think the name you want to change, you want to put the name as per your credit card. If it is American credit card, you can put the same, whatever it is, you can put the name. You can change here by clicking on the edit option here on the pen, which shows which is the edit option. If you want to delete, there is a button to delete as well. So now we will see how to create an income account. Sales, suppose income. Now I'm going to services. So if it is there, it's going to show me services, bookkeeping, accounting, whatever services. So I'm going to select accounting services. Now the name is this, accounting services, and I'm going to save it. So let's see this. Once this appears, it will give you an option. It has been saved. See, accounting services has been added to your account. So let's go and see in the income accounting services. So it's there. Now we are going to add an income. Click on the in expense. Click on the expense, and now we are going to add one expense of electricity. No, it's not there. So the account is not there. So now you have to search something with utility. It's not there. Now I'm going to see if rent is there or not. Rent. All the expense recommendation is given here. Rental, building equipment, lease rental, building and equipment expense. So what you can do, if you are not getting what the expense that you want to if you want to assign, then select, since rent will come under expenses, so I'm selecting the equipment lease rental for now, because I what I can do is, once I select this, I will save and then go back and see here it's appearing equipment lease or rental. Now what I can do is I can edit the name. So I will edit the name. Since I wanted to create an electricity account, I'll create it as electricity, or if you want to create it as rent, you can do the same, rent. So save. Now we will see this. One second, it's saving. So once it gets saved, it will appear as rent. See here. So here it is there. Rent expense already I have entered, so it is rent. Now if you wish, you can change it. If you wish, you can make it electricity or whatever you want to. This is how you can, if you don't find in an account, you can name it as where it as closer to what expenses you are going to classify, and then go back and edit it. Now I'm going to show you how to add one equity account here. So let's add an equity account. Equity share. So it is not there. So closer to equity is this other equity. I'm going to select other equity and name it as equity shareholder. So I'm going to save and then I'm going to edit it. Now this other equity, I'm going to edit it as equity shareholder. So this is all about creating your chart of accounts. This is how you are going to create your chart of accounts. With this, I will end today's lecture and see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. Take care. Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to see how to upload your bank transactions manually into Wave account. Now, you may need to upload your bank transactions manually because there when you connect your bank account to your Wave, it is going to pull the transactions only up to 2 months. Suppose you connect your bank account today in the month of December 2015, it will be able to pull the transactions only from your the month of October, or maybe from the month of September, 2 to 3 months beyond the date you have actually connected your bank account, depending upon how much transactions your bank allow to pull. Beyond that, if you have transactions of any previous year you want to enter into your books, you need to upload those transactions manually. Now I'm going to show you how you can upload your transactions manually, which has not been automatically downloaded from your bank into your Wave account. So let's begin. Let's see how to upload those transactions. As you can see, I'm on the home page, the dashboard. Now you go to the icon transactions on the left hand side, click on transactions, and here you can see there is an option on the top right hand side, upload a bank statement. Now you can upload a bank statement here. If you click on it, now your bank transaction needs to be only in this given formats of .ofx, .qbo, .fx, or .aos, or .csv. Your bank statement has to be in this format to get uploaded into your Wave account. Now I'm going to show you how to do it in a CSV format, because even if you don't have all the above given format, you can prepare a CSV file which you can upload into Wave account. So I'm going to show you how to upload in a CSV format. I'm going to show you what the format actually looks like, so that you have a idea, and I'm also going to attach this format in my lectures so that you can use it. So this is a CSV file. If you have an Excel file, you can make it and save it as CSV and upload it into your Wave account. The format that you need is date, amount, and description. Only these three fields are required. Now you have to remember the date. The date has to be in MMDDYY format, and the amount, your expenses, has to be in negative. You have to put a negative sign, and the description, you can put anything, the description that you want to, and the incomes has to be in positive amount. So only thing you have to be careful about is expenses has to be in negative. You have to put a negative minus sign before the amount, and expenses and incomes has to be in positive. So this is the format I'm going to share with you in my lectures, and so just we will see how to upload it. So I'm going to close it and go back once again here. Now I'm going to choose this file, the same file that I have shown you. I'm going to upload this, and then you have to choose the account, I mean the bank or the credit card you have to which you are uploading the transactions. Now if it is a checking account, you can choose checking, savings, or credit card, whichever it is. If you have not created it, you can create it by clicking on the plus sign and then create your account in which you want to upload. Suppose I have not created an account, checking account, I want it in checking account. Suppose I want it in different currency which Wave allows. Now I'm going to choose the checking account and show you if I already have in USD. Now if I want it to be in any other currency, now I can choose it from here. If I want it in INR, I can choose it in Indian rupee. I want my checking account to be in INR. Now you can save it, and once you save it, it will appear here. Now you can choose, you can choose this if you wish to. I'm going to choose the checking account which I have created earlier and upload. Click upload. Now see here, once you have uploaded, it will show the date. Now this is the date, and you have to now confirm whether it is date or not, because if you have mentioned here amount, then it will show it. You can change. If it is showing, the selection is showing as amount instead of date, then you can choose from here and change it. Okay, now confirm date. If you have selected it correctly, confirm the date, then select the selected amount. It is the amount, yes, confirm the amount, it's right. The third is description, so select description. It is selecting correctly. If it is highlighted, if it is not highlighted properly, you need to contact the support system. So you can write an email if something is wrong here. Then select description. Now this is showing correctly, so I upload my statement. So now this is uploaded, and see here, checking the transaction of your income, checking the status of your incoming transaction. Your transaction imported successfully. Now you can view and categorize them. So this has been uploaded properly, and now here is my amount. I can see it has been uploaded correctly. So this is all about how you can upload your transactions, and and also you can categorize, which I'm going to show you in the next section. And so this is all about how you are going to upload your transactions, and categorization is going to be shown in the next lecture, coming lecture. So with this, I will end this lecture and see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to see how to recognize a transfer of entry in your Wave account. So suppose you have made a transfer of money actually, from your one bank account to another bank account, or you may have made a transfer of money from your bank account to your credit card account. So now we are going to see how do we recognize such transfer of entry in our books. So let's move to the transaction. On the extreme left hand side, you can see a toggle button of transaction. Click on that button of transactions, and you will be taken to your transaction list of transaction that has been downloaded from your bank account, or you might have uploaded a manual bank statement. So now I will show you an instance where a money has been transferred from one account to another account, and this is appearing as uncategorized income and uncategorized expense, but we need to show it as a transfer, because this is not income or expense which we need to recognize, but this is a transfer between one bank account to another bank account. So here you can see on the 26th of December, money was 5,600 has been received in my checking account, and this transfer was made on 25th of December from my savings account. So this is shown as uncategorized income in case of checking account, because this amount is received there, and it is shown as an expense in the savings account. Now we need to show it as a transfer. So what you need to do is select those two transactions. So I've selected this two transaction, and it's showing a tick mark blue. It has changed to blue. Now once you tick these two, you will see these four buttons are going to be highlighted. Now you click on transfer. Once you click on transfer, you can see there is no description here. Now once you click on transfer, you're going to see the change as transfer from and transfer to. So I click on transfer here. Now you can see here, transfer to checking account, transfer from savings account. So this has been transferred, and transfer from, transfer to. So this has changed. Now you don't need to categorize it. it is a transfer entry and it is shown in your wave account. So this is how you are going to recognize your transfer entry and not income, or categorize it as income or expenses. Now suppose your bank is not showing those transfer entries, it has not been downloaded, you can also pass this entry manually and then transfer it, then show it as a transfer. Now how to do that, I'm going to show you. Now you click on add income one and add expense, so there will come two entries. Now what you are going to do, the same thing I'm going to show you here. I'm going to transfer one amount on 28th from my I'm going to keep it as uncategorized expense only, from my checking account to my savings account. So this amount is going to be $6,000, and on 29th, suppose on 29th, this is going to be recognized in my savings account as receive. So this is income, so receives, so the receive, wherever you are receiving the amount, show it as an income, and then click on my savings account here. So this is something that I have passed manually. So see here, now here you can see 6,000 expense, 6,000 income transferred from my checking account to my savings account. Now what I'm going to repeat the same step that I have done before. I'm going to click on these two. This is a manual entry. I'm showing you. If it is not downloaded from your bank, then you can recognize it manually. Now you are going to click on transfer again, and now you're going to see this, see, transfer to savings account, transfer from savings account. Now this has been transferred to and from, and this is how you are going to recognize your transfer entries, in case it is automatically downloaded, or you can manually enter those transactions and show it as transfer. So this is all about how you show your transfer entries. So with this, I'll end this lecture and see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye. Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to see how to categorize an income and expense, and also we are going to see how to manually enter an income and expense if you have to at any point of time. Now let's begin. You have to go to the transaction, that is the second tab on the extreme left hand side. Click on the transactions and you will see all the transactions that has downloaded from your bank, or the transaction that you have uploaded through your bank statement will appear here. Now I'll choose one uncategorized expense and one uncategorized income to show you how you have to classify it to your proper account. Okay, so first we go with the uncategorized expense. Click on it, and once you click on it, you will see it will allow you to edit here. So now what you can do is choose the correct account from here. What does the expense relate to? If it is a rental expense, you can choose it as rental expense. If it is some expense that you do not find the category here, then you can create a new category instantly from here by clicking on the plus sign, add new category. So click on the add new category and you can select this option from here, and if it is cost of goods sold and it relates to final raw material, so I add this category. Now once I have added, this will appear and I'm going to see here it has appeared now. So this is the final raw material that I have entered and it is appearing and it has been classified here. Now what I'm going to show you is you can also assign the vendor here itself by clicking on show details. You can assign a vendor name. If the vendor name is not assigned, you can choose the drop down. From the drop down you can assign a vendor name. You can also choose the currency here. If it is some other currency, then you can choose the currency. You can make the taxes also if you want. If there is any taxes, you can put a note also. Now here, uh, in the show details, here another thing is shown here which is not there because it is a manual entry, which I'm going to show you in another entry, that it shows from where this the source of this entry. Since it is a manual entry, it is not shown. In case of only in case of manual entry, the source will not be there. Otherwise, if it is a downloaded entry, then the source will always appear. So I'm just going to show you how this source can be traced. If you just click on this, let's say this entry, just click on this, and no, this also does not have a source. Let me see this. If this, yeah, you can see here the source is here, the date, the descriptions, and how it has been imported. See, it's through receipt. So if at any point of time, if you have confusion regarding any entry, how this entry is appearing, you can always check in the details tab, where you can see from where it has been imported. Now you can see here it has been imported through your receipts, and if it is imported through your uploaded transaction, that also you can see here. Now I'm going to show you another transactions where you can see it has been uploaded through your wait just a second. Yeah, here you can see manual upload, that which means you have uploaded your bank statement manually, and this entry is appearing through that transaction. Okay, so we go back again and see how to classify an uncategorized income. Now again, you have to click here and choose from this account. If you don't have an account, then again, just like how I have shown you in the in case of an expense, how to categorize, you can also assign here. Suppose I don't have a category that I want to choose, and now here there is an income. Now I choose from here, my income is relating to service provided. So that's the name that I want to assign, and add the category. Now once I add the category, this is going to appear as service provided. So here you can see it is appearing as service provided. See here, this is the category that has been assigned. Now again, here also you can show it to which customer you have sold. Now you can choose from here. If you think this is my customer, then you can choose from here, and you can, if there is any taxes, you can assign taxes. If there is any note, then you can enter the note and close the details. So this is how you assign your income and expenses to proper account. Also, I'm going to show you how to enter manually income and expenses. Here on the top you can see add income, add expense. So if you click on add income, an income is going to appear here. You can change the date. You can come back here and click on it once, and then you can change the date if you want to change. You can enter description, whatever you want. Then you can enter the amount and then categorize it. Suppose it is relating to my sales, and which account, suppose checking account has been done through, you can just assign. And this, and also if you want to enter any details, you can enter this and then just leave it. This is how it's going to appear. And if you want to add any expense, you can add, click on the button add expense. Then this is, you can see this has appeared now, expense. You can change the date if you want to, add any description if you want to, and then add the amount, choose a category, print expense, and choose the account from which you have made the expense. If it is from your cash in hand expense, then you can choose cash in hand and just leave it. This is how it's going to be saved. You do not have to save anything else. Now this is already saved in your books. So this is all about how to categorize your income and expenses, and also how to add manually income and expenses. With this, I will end this lecture and see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye bye.